Hey there, Carly Schweet here, founder of Hello Postpartum, an online postpartum shop dedicating to making sure new moms feel supported, valued, and cared for after birth. Today, we're going to dive into the world of postpartum teas. We posted a YouTube short not too long ago that's gotten hundreds of views all about postpartum tea, which tells me you all want to know more about why drinking tea after birth is so important and also what teas you could consider drinking after birth and during your postpartum recovery. So I've rounded up a few of our favorites from the shop. This is our best-selling tea here, as well as this new Mama tea, and plus some newer products like this Mother's Helper loose leaf tea. And I'll dive deeper into each of these and why the ingredients are so great and why tea in general is such a lovely supportive choice after birth. Okay, let's get started. So, what are the benefits of drinking tea during your postpartum recovery? Now, keep in mind, postpartum is literally the moment your placenta is expelled from your uterus. That's when your postpartum recovery begins and your postpartum phase of life. Bring these teas to the hospital. I promise you, it's something that I personally did, and I felt so supported just having a mug of tea on my little stand that I could sip on throughout the recovery process. It felt so heavenly and so good after a really long labor and delivery. So, highly recommend, pro tip, putting some tea in your hospital bag. Some of the benefits of drinking tea after birth include probably the biggest one, which you might not be aware of, is that tea is a really powerful way to replenish nutrient, mineral, and vitamin stores after birth. Like, we lose so many nutrients throughout pregnancy, and it's so important that we begin to replenish those. And for example, the iron boosting tea here is actually pregnancy safe and something that you can continue on throughout your postpartum recovery process. Some other benefits of drinking tea after birth include, the calming of anxious feelings, promoting rest and relaxation, encouraging faster recovery time. Many of these teas contain powerful anti-inflammatories, which are really helpful for encouraging recovery after birth. They also can help, obviously, promote hydration. The more tea you're drinking, the more hydrated you are. Promote relaxation, as I mentioned, release tension. And some people are really big into believing that some tea can improve breast milk production or the quality of breast milk itself. Now, the jury's still out on that, so do your own research, do what you're comfortable with. But honestly, the more liquids you're drinking at the end of the day, the better, right? So let's dive into some of the most important herbs that you should look for in your postpartum tea. Now, keep in mind, I am not a doctor. I have spent many a time researching these teas and studying at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, but always bring up any concerns with your doctor before starting any new supplement routine, which tea can sometimes fall under because they are that powerful. So let's talk about nettle. Now, nettle is such an incredible herb. You'll find it in our iron boosting tea, our breast milk boosting tea, and this new tea that we brought in, the Mother's Helper by Bushberry. Nettle is plentiful in vitamins, but it also is research-backed to decrease inflammation, which is really incredible. Act as a diuretic as well to help kind of flush out any extra fluid that your body might be hanging on to after pregnancy, and also strengthen your adrenal function, which is so important when we are really run down and absolutely exhausted. It has, like I mentioned, vitamins, which are specifically vitamins A, C, and K, minerals, and also is shown to have fats in there as well. So our iron boosting tea, as I mentioned, this has nettle in it. It's actually just organic rosehip and nettle leaf, which the rosehip helps with the absorption of the nettle leaf. So this is super, super potent, very helpful for replenishing your iron stores, which after birth is so important. It's also in our breast milk boosting tea, as I mentioned. What I love about the Mummy's Organics tea in general is that the blends are very intentional. They're not overdone. They have just a handful of herbs that you'll find in each tea, between 2 and 5. So you're not overdoing it, which is really lovely. And then it's also, as I mentioned, in the bushberry tea, which also includes raspberry leaf, rooibos, chamomile, and oat straw. We'll talk about oat straw here next. Oat straw is another incredible herb that is so powerful, especially when used in recovery from birth. This postpartum herb is super supportive and is used to promote feelings of calm. Like, who doesn't need that after birth? Oat straw is found in this Mother's Helper tea. It is such a lovely blend, and also what I love about oat straw is that it is high in levels of magnesium and calcium, both of which are super important after birth, especially that magnesium to help really replenish. And signs of magnesium deficiency can be quite surprising, and magnesium can really help encourage regularity of your bowels, soften your bowels, and really promote overall feelings of relaxation too. Okay, this next herb that we're going to talk about is red raspberry leaf, and there's a chance you've heard about it in your pregnancy. Red raspberry leaf is often used in the 3rd trimester to help tone the uterus and encourage preparation for labor and delivery. Well, it also has a place in postpartum to continue to help tone those uterine muscles and encourage recovery to give you a hopefully more smooth postpartum recovery period. It is also containing vitamins C, E, and calcium, which is so incredible that you can get these nutrients and vitamins, after birth to help with your recovery process. So our new Mama tea contains red raspberry leaf, as well as the bushberry Mother's Helper. If you are looking to continue the red raspberry leaf supplementation after birth, or want to, start it up in postpartum, those 2 teas would be a great option for that. I think that it's important to remember that teas alone aren't going to encourage a smooth recovery process, but they certainly can be a part of a well-rounded postpartum support program. Okay, last but not least, I want to talk about a postpartum herb that you may have not heard of as much as the other ones that I've mentioned today, but it is lemon balm. And that is found in our Calm and Tranquil Tea by Mummy's Organics. All of their teas are blended by midwives, which is really incredible. So they're pregnancy and postpartum safe. But lemon balm is research-backed to possibly curb the symptoms of baby blues without side effects. And I think that is absolutely incredible that herbs are being recognized for their powerful support, and they surely do have a place in postpartum recovery. Lemon balm may also ease feelings of stress, anxious feelings, tension, and overall promote a better night's sleep, which of course your baby might not get the memo on. Okay, so let's dive a little deeper into the different postpartum teas we carry on our website, starting with the iron boosting tea. If you've watched any of our other videos, you'll know how obsessed I am with this tea. We really cannot keep it in stock. It's something that we have to bulk order from our vendor to ensure we meet everyone's demand on. It's just 2 simple ingredients, which is rosehip and nettle leaf. And the rosehip, as I mentioned earlier, helps boost the absorption of the nettle leaf to really make sure that you're getting all the benefits of this tea as possible. And this tea specifically is designed to replenish your iron levels after birth, which of course will help give you more energy, help you feel more invigorated, and encourage your postpartum recovery. Then we have the Calm and Tranquil Tea, as I just touched on, with the lemon balm, organic chamomile, and organic rose in it. It's a really simple but powerful blend of herbs to just promote calm and just encourage a little bit of ease of those tension feelings you are probably feeling after birth. And then we have our breast milk boosting tea. This has fennel, nettle, aniseed, fenugreek, and caraway. Now, breast milk boosting tea, as I mentioned, like, the jury is still out on these, if they are actually helpful. Some people absolutely believe in them. Others feel like it's just a nice, cup of herbs. But ultimately, the decision is really up to you. Now, I will point out that this does contain fenugreek, which some women do feel that fenugreek actually has a negative impact on their milk supply, while some others absolutely swear by it. So this is truly a personal product. I can tell you that everyone that's purchased it for us has truly loved it. But again, it's all just like pregnancy, birth, and postpartum, an individual experience. So up to you. The next tea that we have is the new Mama Tea by Lake and Oak. This is from Canada, and I absolutely love this blend. It is rooibos, ginger root, lemon peel, orange peel, fenugreek, fennel seed, and red raspberry leaf. So you're kind of getting that ginger, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory taste, along with some notes of citrus, which can be really uplifting and positive. It's really such a lovely blend. And then we have the Bushberry blend. This is our newest blend. This is the only loose leaf tea that we carry. So, you'll have to get your own strainer or biodegradable tea bags to help prepare this tea. But it has a handful of incredible ingredients, including raspberry leaf, nettle, rooibos, chamomile oat straw, calendula, dandelion, hibiscus, and echinacea, which echinacea, as we know, is a great immune booster and immune support system protectant. So this tea, I'm so glad that I found it. It is all handcrafted in Canada, super high quality, and such a powerful blend of ingredients. So really honored to have this in our store as well. And of course, we have our postpartum mug, Mother the Mother, and please give me caffeine or maybe an herbal tea. Ultimately, having postpartum tea as a part of your postpartum recovery process is such a simple but effective step to care for yourself after birth. There is nothing better than someone bringing you a warm mug of tea that you can slowly sip on as you nurse your baby or as you just take a moment to yourself to unwind. It's a really powerful signal of self-care and, just caring for yourself and your body in a way that's effective, not complicated, pretty straightforward, and can be done relatively quickly. So I really encourage you to make postpartum tea a part of your routine after birth. And I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or want any further information, you can comment below or head to our website at hellopostpartum.com. Search for teas and you can find everything and more that I shared here today. Thanks for watching.